Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. When we left off, we just started the quote-unquote final chapter of Corpse Party, which isn't the actual last chapter, but you guys probably know that by now because you guys told me about it. So anyways, we're playing, or we just joined Toko and Emi, I believe, because we are now back at Heavenly Host. Yeah, she probably doesn't feel better after vomiting. Oh, well, maybe she did. Okay, I'm not quite sure who all we've met with. Oh! Going straight with the exploration, are we? And where exactly are the others now? Oh, hey! I didn't see you there. It's a half-decomposed corpse. Unfortunately, it's too far gone to determine age or gender. But there's still a fully intact student ID name tag lodged between two bones, identifying these as the remains of a teenage girl. Komashiro Trade School, Tomomi Morinaga. Okay, well, I'm guessing they're not in the boys' room, but we'll see if there's anything in the boys' room. Or not. Okay. What happened?
Ryosuke! 膝と大腿部の関節を縛った。出血は抑えられるはずだ。足も持ってきてるから心配するな。
We've got your leg here. We were in an old-fashioned, run-down, and probably condemned school building. None of us knew how we got here, nor even where here was. I just emerged from the girls' room with Emi after losing my lunch, where Yuya, Okawa, Katayama, and Shimada were waiting. The whole hallway is an absolute bloodbath after what just happened. Poor Katayama walked into some kind of booby trap, and half his right leg was lopped off, from the knee down. It looked excruciating. Was it the piano wire? How is somebody supposed to handle a situation like this? Why did this have to happen at all? Everybody's panicking. Steppin'? This is what tagging along with Mitsuki and the others got me. I thought it was going to be a laugh ride, and at first, it was great. We all went to the student council room where we met up with Katayama, Shimada, and Emi and started cleaning and goofing around. And then when we were done, Emi suggested we all try out this new charm she discovered on the internet. She's nuts for that kind of stuff. She took out the simple white paper doll and we were all kind of fascinated. So we did as we were instructed, and then suddenly, everything went dark. There was a violent shaking, and then we were here, in this old schoolhouse. No explanation.
Katayama wa俺が背負う。
Yuya was so kind. You can always count on boys in times like these to murder each other. Still, there was a potential problem with this course of action. You're gonna leave him here by himself? I don't know. Okawa was in a state of absolute panic. He just kept muttering to himself at Katayama's side. The two of them had always been extremely close. It's only natural he'd be worried, though his concern was kind of bordered on the obsession.
でもじゃあ誰が行くの？通路を歩いてるだけでいきなり足が切り飛ばされるんだよ。
お前今玄関行こうっつったじゃねえか。行ってこいよ。
Oh, thanks! Shimada practically spit his answer at her. I hate people like him. Sure, he had a pretty face. That's basically all he had though. People like him pose as models in men's journals, but they're not good for much else. He got a lot of girls too, but I'm not one of them. I can never get past his awful attitude. It's such a turnoff for me when guys act that way. Not that I don't admire speaking with confidence and force. I try to do it myself whenever I can. But there's a difference between speaking forcefully and speaking in a way that belittles others. Shimada was basically just cold and uncaring.
私が行くよ。言い出すっぺだし。どこ？
俺も行こう。
Kizami! I hate this idea. But I already know what's gonna happen to you. So I guess I'll be okay with it. Even though you're gonna do some sick twisted thing. What a difference. Like night and day. Kind, thoughtful people like him don't make flippant remarks. They just man up and get stuff done. I was crushing on him harder than ever. Because now, not only did I think he was cool and hot, I also gained a ton more respect for him. Kizami plus 7 respect.
大人数で行く必要はない。行くならあと一人くらいだ。どうする？
Dead silence. No volunteers, huh? Everybody just looked at one another, then looked away as if they were ashamed of themselves.
俺はどうしよう涼介。寂しいよな。
He was frantically shifting his gaze from one person to another. I've never seen him so on edge before. Finally, the silence was broken by a loud, shrill male voice. Definitely not whom I would have picked.
くそ、俺が言ってやるよ。
Alright, Shimada!
いいの？女子の桐崎さんが行くって。俺が行く。ヘタレはここで待ってろ。邪魔になる。
So Shimada could probably take on Yuya if he needed to. If they like got in a confrontation, maybe?
分かった。俺は涼介についてるよ。
じゃあ行こう。急がないと片山マジで危ないし。どこ？気をつけてね。
Was I scared? You bet I was scared. But in a situation like this, everybody has to work together. And as long as I had any willpower left in me, I wasn't about to give up. Plus, it didn't hurt that Yuya was with me, so I knew everything was going to turn out just fine. Nope! Alrighty then, so they said we're going to head for the exit. I guess we'll just beeline straight for it. I don't think I need to be searching these hallways yet, unless I get lost or something. Still can't believe that storeroom just unlocked itself. I didn't even need a key. I was looking for absolutely ever. Should I go into these classrooms? Let's just beeline for the exit, and we'll see what that triggers. We're gonna find some like mechanisms or traps. Something. Okay. The word infirmary was written on the plate above the door. Somehow, the room just felt like it would be deserted. I was oddly confident about that. Not sure why I felt that way, to be honest, but for good measure, I shouted, "Is anybody in there?" We still haven't found Mitsuki, after all. I didn't hear her call back, though. So really, we had no business in this room whatsoever. Wait, is that a key sticking out of the lock? Who would have locked the door but left the key? What would be the point?
お、なんだこれ。扉に鍵刺さってるぜ。
If you take it and your arm flies off, it's not my fault.
何してんの？
中に化け物でもいたら大変だろ。 出てこれないようにしてやった。
その鍵どうするのよ。
You gonna eat it?
俺が持っとくよっと。
危ないな、投げないでよ。
キャッチうめえだろっと。まだ高く投げられるぜ。
Seriously? Are you like 7? Pain in the butt. Shimada was such a pain in the butt. I really couldn't stand the guy. Okay. It's just traveling on its own now. Really, dude? You're just walking around this place tossing keys even though there's like holes everywhere?
しつこい、分かったからやめて。
ここ天井高えな。よし。なああ、どこ行った？
I knew it.
まあいいや。知らね。
And now the infirmary is cut off from us if we needed it. Brilliant. We're gonna need it, aren't we? I have to find that friggin' key. Oh, and now we're going to the exit. Okay, so it's just walking me right on through.
昇降口だ。やった、出られる。
I rushed over to the door, hopeful yet afraid, knowing it might not open, but praying this horrid place would show us at least a little mercy. Gingerly, I raised my hand and pushed on it, and it swung open without even the slightest hesitation. It seemed almost too easy. Yeah, it's never opened before like that. It was unnaturally dark outside though, and the rain was coming down so hard that peeking my head out for just a moment left my uniform completely soaked. Shimada pushed past me, throwing the door open even wider with his usual lack of regard for anyone and anything around him. My clothes went from soaked to drenched in a matter of seconds. If I were actually to walk out into it, I felt like I'd drown.
なんだこりゃ。真っ暗だぞ。森？
ひどい雨。こんな中外に出て行ったら服びしょ濡れになりそう。
そりゃ見てみてえな。
Oh, Shimada.
けど外に出られることは分かったね。片山たち連れに戻ろう。
Drool. Ugh. Really, dude?
ゆうや。
Despite having found the way out, Yuya's demeanor hadn't changed a bit. He was standing back by the hall, where he could watch over us, while also keeping an eye out for anyone else who might happen by. The model of maturity. Shimada, on the other hand.
頑張れよ。俺はもう出るぞ。
He's like, good luck! I'm out. I kind of want to know what's in the forest. I mean, we've seen the allusions to it, that like there's nothing, but I really feel like there should be like a monster or something, but like lurking out there.
こんなわけわかんねえところ、とっとと出るに限るぜ。片山のところになんか戻らねえよ。
マジで言ってる？
あー、足りめえだバカ。脳なしから順番に死ぬようになってるんだよ。あんな奴ら放っとけよ。
Wow, dude.
びっくり。いいんだこんなやつ。
よう、桐崎。お前も来いよ。
Why do you say it like that? The tone in his voice said it all. He'd hit the ultimate low. After abandoning his friends to save his own hide, he was now basically propositioning me.
お前には死んでほしくないんだ。前から大事に思ってたからさ。
I think you're very special to me. With an obviously rehearsed and truly sickening pickup line. He really was the slime ball to end all slime balls.
信じらんない。何お前、こっち見んなよ。
I couldn't believe he had the nerve to pull something like this. I felt like that may have been the first time I'd ever truly yelled at someone. I was absolutely livid. And it wasn't even done. No, he still had plenty of salt left to throw in the wound.
うるせえブス。調子乗ってんだよ。
You don't understand how to like actually keep a character going, do you? Because if you just snap like that, then everyone's gonna know you were faking.
せっかく行かせてやろうと思ったのによ。後悔しろや。
It's not a ticket out, though.
死ねえ。こいつマジ切れる。行こう、ゆうや。
My head was swimming. I was scared. I was angry. I was sad. Every negative emotion brought to the forefront, and every positive emotion pushed away. I didn't look back. I just turned away from Shimada, walked over to Yuya's side, and continued past him into the hallway. Yuya had been watching all of this unfold from the other side of the room, and for a moment, he just stood there, staring blankly at Shimada. My English is coming out!
あ？何見てんだよ。消えろよ、能面野郎。
Oh. Oh! Really? Shimada then drew a large knife from his breast pocket. Its tip struggled to glisten in the dull light of the room, but it did ultimately succeed. He began waving it around like an idiot, probably thinking it made him look more menacing.
見ろよ、これ。昨日買ったんだよ。使えそうだろ？いろいろ。お前は本当に面白いな。
He's gonna murder you.
あいつ女10人くらいいるんだよ。信じられる？
Oh, she just left
何
him.
が大事に思ってたよ。
I mean, I knew she walked by Kizami. I didn't know she, like, left him completely.
どんだけ女の子バカにしてんの？マジ許せない。
She's probably too upset to remember. I was indignant. I was fuming. I just kept cursing and mumbling as I fast walked back to the third floor to meet up with the others. And all the while, Yuya was keeping pace with me, saying nothing at all. Wait, so he's there? Always the model of maturity, always even-tempered. Or he was really like a rock. Or maybe he found my mutterings annoying and was just keeping quiet so I'd do the same. I didn't like that possibility one bit, so I mentally slapped myself on the cheek, forced positivity into my voice, and tried to engage him in cheery banter. What if he just has like blood everywhere?
ゆうやはその点誠実だよね。女の子傷つけたこと一回もないでしょ。超モテるのに悪い噂聞いたことないもん。ある意味すごいよ。
I looked him square in the eyes, as if asking him, "Isn't that right?" for a moment. His eyes did meet mine, but then they went right back to the hall. Was he not used to receiving compliments from women? That seemed hard to believe.
よくわからない。
What a cute, innocent response. He's like, I've hurt many women before. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me and say. That's what I was trying to express. I probably need to stop filming because my words are just not here anymore. I must have come across as bipolar to him or something. 1 second, I tried to lighten the mood with small talk or compliments, and then I'd start to feel scared of the school again, or angry at Shimada, or sad for Katayama. My mind just couldn't make up its mind on what to feel. Oh, that music!
今の声、下の階だ。
I like it! Mitsuki's voice echoed up from below, but our friends were waiting for us above. For a moment, I wasn't sure which direction to go, but only for a moment. The fact is, our friends were very, very close. So close that it would be foolish not to tell them what was going on before chasing after Mitsuki.
急ごう。エミや片山たち連れてみんなで下に行こうよ。
Yuya just nodded and began running up the stairs, and I was right behind him. There's some epic music here. I love the music in the first one. That was like one of my favorite things because there's just blood and death and sadness.
お待たせ。出口見つかったよ。さあ、みんな行こう。
I was out of breath, staring down at the ground and talking to what I assumed would be 3 very attentive friends. But then I looked up. They were all there, but there was no immediacy, no urgency on anyone's face. Emi and Okawa weren't even looking at me, nor at Yuya, but Katayama. They were fixated on his face, and each bore a sad, hopeless, empty expression. And they certainly weren't about to get moving. But the music! There was a general heaviness in the air. Something was very wrong. I gently reached my hand out and touched Emi's shoulder.
どうしたの？どこ？ダメ。片山くん、どんどん衰弱してる。
And we lost the key to the infirmary.
陽介、喋らなくなったよ。どうしよう。
I mean, he did lose his leg. He's probably bleeding
陽
out.
介。
Emi's eyes were filled with tears. Okawa, too, was cradling Katayama's head and looked like he'd been crying this whole time. His eyes were bright red and his nose was running. Yuya, still saying nothing, just walked over to Katayama's side, bent down, and began examining his wound.
ゆうや。
急いだ方がいい。
The four of us silently but unanimously agreed that our best course of action was to pick up Katayama and bring him out through the exit we'd discovered. And we had to be very, very quick about it, or he would really die. I could tell just by looking at him that his time was almost up.
木上くん、背負える？
あ、背に乗せるのを手伝ってくれ。涼介、頑張れ。
Something's gonna happen.
みんなが助けてくれるぞ。
We also forgot about our friend who's, screaming for help downstairs. As this was all going on, I had a nagging feeling that I was forgetting something. Yeah, you are. Of course, Mitsuki. We had to go find her. We couldn't just leave her behind after all.
ゆうや、どうしよう私。2階ちょっと見てきていい？美月の声が気になるんだ。
He didn't even have to say anything this time. His eyes told me the whole story. Got it. I know I can trust you with this task, they said. And that was enough for me. I shot off down the hall like a bullet. I was determined to find Mitsuki and rejoin everyone en route. I hurried down to the second floor. But Mitsuki's voice was coming from even farther down. I'd have to keep going down to the first floor ahead of the others. She's not in the basement. Well, maybe Mitsuki. I don't remember. I'm gonna wait and see. We'll see what happens. Oh. I guess I'll go ahead and save. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I flipped the save slots so that we don't have to worry about me going all the way down every single time to save. Just makes it a little bit easier for us, and you guys don't have to sit here and watch me go clicking all the way down. Okay, so why did you give me the option to go down here? Am I following it too straightforward? Am I supposed to be having certain items? I don't know. Where did she go? Should we try the second wing? See if there's anything there? Frozen in place. Okay. Sounds good to me. I guess I'll head towards the exit and see if there's anything there. Anybody here? Nope. Locker room? Oh?
さっき美月の声が聞こえた場所から考えると、これ以上先だと聞こえないよね。戻ってみよう。
Oh, okay. Thanks for the tip. I'll go down this hall then.
さっき美月の
No? Who are you? It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Having gone completely skeletal, it's virtually impossible to determine age or gender. Fortunately, name tag, yes, male student from a trade school, Komashiro Trade School, Toru Takahashi. I always wonder what these names meant, like if they're people that the developers knew or how they came to those names. I really don't see anybody. Half decomposed corpse. The kind of hard to tell appears to be the remains of female senior high school student. She seems to be loosely gripping her student ID name tag on one of her hands. Kurashiki Industrial High School, Leona Omura. Alright. So, what am I supposed to be discovering here? I don't see anybody. If I kept running in circles like this, I'd never find her. I was in a state of panic, and I was allowing it to steer my path. Frustrated with the situation, with myself for choosing to give up and head back empty-handed, I forced myself to stop and turn. I was going to do what I should have done in the first place. Call out Mitsuki's name with everything I had in me, and hope she responded.
Mitsuki! Mitsuki! Doko? Minna iru yo?
No answer. Just the cold, lonely sounds of rain and wind bearing on this old, dilapidated building. This may have been a fairly large school, but sound traveled well in here. If she were anywhere in this hallway, I'm sure she would have heard me. And if she were just here only minutes ago, she definitely should have been around now. Could something have happened to her?
Mitsuki.
Oh, you want me to keep searching, huh? I don't know where else I could really go. Oh, hello! There's a thoroughly decomposed corpse here. Name on this name tag sounds male, but it's a little hard to tell. Matsukaze Prefectural High School, Motohiro Suzuki. Okay, are you gonna let me go upstairs? Or no? I can. Okay, I can go upstairs. Not sure where I need to go, though. Actually, do we see any keys anywhere? I think he was tossing them here-ish? Before he dropped them. Oh, come on. Are they not here? I mean, I could try this side. Maybe something will stop me. I'm not sure. It just seems weird that I can't find her. And that it lets me explore this entire second floor. Okay, large hole in the floor. Okay. Makes sense to me. What about these classrooms? Anybody in here? Anybody at all? Nope. What about this note? The words "kill before you're killed" are scribbled onto this, all over the school flyer. That's a lovely little tidbit. Nice advice to have. But how soon do you kill before you get killed? That's not the actual question. Don't even question that. Hey! Your sheet's not on you yet. It's a newly deceased corpse. Based on appearance and dress, she seems to have been female. Student ID name tag at her feet. Megumi Onda. Door's locked up tight, won't even budge. Okay. How dot to be stat? The writing is partially erased, making it hard to interpret what it might have said. How does it feel to be stabbed? Probably not good. What about the lab? Can we go into the laboratory? The laboratory! Can we? Can we? Nope. It's locked up. Okay. I mean, I guess I can go back up to the third floor and see if anybody else has some advice. I'm lost. Oh! Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save right here because you know what? Last time this kid was here, I avoided it, and apparently some really interesting deaths happen with these ghosts, so it appears to be the ghost of a young boy. Look closer. Yeah, you did. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, come on! I thought it was gonna be like a really crazy, ridiculous ending, and it's just Giggles. Mr. Gigglesworth. Well, that was uneventful. Maybe it's because they had such a ridiculous death for Yuka that they didn't want to do anything too crazy, but I just figured it was gonna be something cool. What was it? There's, in the second or third chapter, when you meet him, you can actually click on him, and apparently just, it's a crazy, crazy death. So I thought, hey, maybe I don't want to miss this opportunity. But, whatever. Oh, I can't go up there. Well, I guess I'll go back down to the first floor and see if I can find a key that fell through. Or maybe I can find Mitsuki. I doubt it, though. I've searched every square down there. I don't think that's going to be the solution. Alrighty then. Let's see. I guess I'll just do it one square at a time again, see if I get any more exposition. Or decomposition. Anybody here? Anybody at all? Is there a key here? Is there a person here? Is there a thingy thing here? Nothing? Do I need to go back to the exit? I guess that's where I can head, but I don't know. Let's check the exit again. Maybe somebody's there. Oh, somebody is there. What the hell was that? What had just appeared in front of me? Well, blue is friendly from what I remember. So, hey, why not? From the looks of it, you're another victim dragged here against your will. No? Well, I'll tell you now, there's no escape from this school. There is nothing to be gained here but despair. Though if you've got an iron will, you might be able to survive for a little while, at least. Here, you should have this. It'll keep the wandering spirits at bay, though it only works once. So, take it. Get out of here and fight like hell. Stay alive as long as you possibly can. The spirit vanished, but lying on the floor below it, where it had been, was a gemstone. Specifically, a violet-colored gemstone, probably an amethyst. So I can use this to keep that wandering spirit at bay one time, huh? I guess he meant the full-body ones, or it would have kept him at bay too. Either way, with this gem, I felt like I could actually get back to my friends safely. I was as hopeful as one could expect, all things considered. Of course, he said there was no escape from here, but it was my prerogative to believe what I wanted to believe and ignore what I wanted to ignore. At least she's straightforward about it. Alright, so now we go back upstairs. We repel the little child demon spirit, excise him from the stairs. I don't even know why I'm talking like that. Getting a little bit loopy, apparently. But yes, we are going to push him away. We're going to go back upstairs because I can't find anybody. Nobody's here. So let's go on up, scare him off, because that was a terrible bad ending. That's why I'm gonna scare him off. Be like, look, you did a terrible job. I'm gonna have to kill you now, or at least repel you, I guess. Almost there. Almost there. Hey, kid. You're gonna let me through these stairs now? Like, seriously. Let's go ahead and save, just in case, like, I do the wrong thing. But, it appears to be the ghost of a young boy. Use the amethyst. I held the amethyst in front of me and approached the spirit. Well, that was anticlimactic. And incredibly, it actually worked. Both the ghost and the gem faded and disappeared. The stairwell was now free to be traversed. What happens if I try to sneak by? Does he just grab me and give me a bad ending again? Like a bad ending? Hi!
エミ、大丈夫。さっきまでそこに幽霊みたいなのが
I know.
いてさ。
I took care of it.
みんなは早く片山連れて出よう。
Emmy's face was absolutely wrecked with tears, and she was shaking her head violently. She wanted to tell me something, but the words just weren't coming. I had a really bad feeling about this. I ran past her to the bathrooms, to where Katayama was being lifted onto Yuya's shoulders when I left. Why? Katayama was back on the floor, right where he'd set him down when this whole ordeal began. Why wasn't he on Yuya's shoulders? What was going on? I had an inkling, but I didn't want to believe it, so I pushed it out of my mind.
みんな何してるの？早く片山連れてかなきゃ。
No need.
会わなかったよ。さっきトウコが降りた後、すごい声を上げて、そのまま。嘘。
He was so quiet before. I didn't know what else to say. A person had just died, and not some stranger, but a person I knew. A friend. It was the strangest feeling. I kept looking at him and thinking, is he really dead? Is this really what a person looks like when he dies? Seeing him like that drained every last bit of energy I had in me. I fell to my knees, thoroughly defeated.
大川君、片山君から離れないって。
Okay, well, this is a very interesting episode so far, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it here so that we have, again, a solid point to start. I don't know what's going to happen with these people. Obviously, we know Kizami is very messed up, and none of these other students are with him. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really curious to see, but I'm pretty sure Corpse Party is going to deliver. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next MAMJ. Let's play. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Crap. Crap. Oh, crap. Holy balls. Are you kidding me?